Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will discuss about Fourier series expansion, which is I will cover gate question which is asked in previous year of gate ECE. Okay, and now let's start. We have a question. A half-wave rectified sinusoidal waveform has a peak voltage of 10 volt. Its average value and the peak value of fundamental components are respectively given by. We have to select that answer in option form A, B, C, D, and we have to find out average value, which is nothing but A0, and and we have to find out the peak value of fundamental component. Peak value of fundamental component means we have to find out the A1. And this question is asking gate 9087. Okay, now let's start. So first we have to find out A0. We know that A0 is equal to what is the formula of A0? A0 is equal to 1 upon T minus T by 2 to T by 2 Vt and dt. Whatever your function is given, that is. Vt is a function which is given. Here is mentioned a half wave rectified sinusoidal output. Means Vt will be Am magnitude cos omega naught t, because here is mentioned sinusoidal, so that's why. And here is also mentioned half wave. It means our signal will be defined for half period, and it will be like this way, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Then it will be start from here, and it will be start from after some difference, pi difference, something, it will be start from 3 pi by 2 from pi difference and so on. So calculate it. 1 by t, how much will be the t? 2 pi, because our periodic is 2 pi. In half wave and full wave also sinusoidal will be, sinusoidal signal will be, sinusoidal signal has period 2 pi, and our signal is defined for minus pi by 2 pi by 2, because rest of them is 0 within the period. So minus pi by 2 2 pi by 2 and Am cos omega naught t and dt. Now calculate it. 1 by 2, Am will be the constant, and here will be the sine omega naught t upon omega naught. We know that integration of cos omega naught t integration will be the sine omega naught t upon omega naught, limit minus pi by 2 pi by 2, put it 1 upon 2 pi into Am, and here will be the sine 2 pi upon capital T, sorry, 2 pi and okay, omega naught is equal to 2 pi by t. So 2 pi by okay, leave it. Omega naught, put it omega naught pi by 2 sine omega naught pi by 2 and minus sine omega naught pi by 2. Okay, and here will be omega naught. So 2 pi by t naught. Okay, 2 pi by t naught. When we will take the 2 pi by t naught, or t naught is a 2 pi, then it will be the pi by 2 only. Here we also 2 omega naught. Omega naught is nothing but 2 pi by t time period. Here time period is 2 pi, then it will be the 1. So 1 upon 2 pi, omega naught will be the 1, and am, and here will be the sine pi by 2 minus sine, here negative, minus pi by 2, and here 1. Then we will get, this one is the am, then here we will get am upon 2 pi and 1, sine pi by 2 is equal to 1, or then minus sine minus pi by 2 is equal to minus 1, then 1 minus 1, it will be 2, and am is given by magnitude of how much is given in question, given 10 volt. Then what will happen? 10 upon 2 pi into 2, cancel 10 by pi. One answer will be 10 by pi volt. Now calculate next part is, first part is the its average value. Average value is equal to A0. Is finding the, we know that A0 is the average value, also DC value. Average value, and also we know that DC value. Okay, sometimes you will get the question, find out the DC value. DC value means we have to find out the A naught. Okay, the peak value of fundamental components are respectively the peak value or fundamental components. So then we have to find out A1, and we can say that in that condition we have to put the n is equal to 1. So find out the A1. A1 will be 2 upon T naught, or T naught is the fundamental period. Here T naught over T naught, we know that dt cos omega naught T dt. So then put it 2 upon 2 pi, or here will be our signal is defined for minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and Vt is equal to am cos omega naught t, it means the t, and here cos omega naught t is equal to t and dt. Okay, because we know that omega naught is equal to 2 pi by t naught. And how much the type t naught? T naught is 2 pi. So 1 by pi and am, and here will we get minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and cos square t dt, and here we will get m by pi minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 cos square t integration. So then we have to first convert it into 1 plus cos 2t. 1 plus cos 2t is equal to how much? We know that 2 cos square t, because cos 2t is equal to cos square t minus sin square t, and 1 minus sin square t will be 1 minus sin square t will be the cos square t, and cos square t minus sin square t, and 1 minus sin square t will be cos square t, then it will be convert cos square t. Then cos square t will be 1 plus cos t, 1 plus cos 2t upon 2 and dt. So am by pi integration minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, it will be the half plus cos 2t upon 2 dt. Next, am by pi first integration half, then t by 2 minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 plus integration of cos 2t, then it will be the sine 2t upon 2 into 2, and minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Then am by pi, and it will be the pi by 2 minus pi by 2. It will be the pi by 2 total, because 2 is 2 in denominator. And now sine pi minus pi by 4. Then here will be the 0. Sine pi is 0, sine minus pi is also 0. This component will be the 0. So am by pi into pi by 2, and am is given 10 by 2, then it will be the 5 volt. Check it, answer, which one will be the right answer? 10 by pi and 5 volt. Here A0 is, we got 10 by pi and 5 volt. So answer C will be the right answer. Now comes to next question. Next question is, this question is asked in GATE 1993 for 2 marks. Okay, 1993 for 2 marks. Fourier series of the periodic function, where is the periodic given 2 pi defined by fx equal to 0 for minus pi to, when x is vary minus pi to 0. In that condition our fx is 0, and when your x is vary 0 to pi, in that condition fx is equal to x. So draw it first of all. Here is the fx. I am taking another color, red. So for minus pi to, let us consider here is the minus pi to origin, it will be the 0. After 0 to pi, it is x, means like time 0 to pi. Here is the pi. Okay, now here is the expression. The Fourier series is given is pi by 4 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by pi n square cos n pi minus 1 into cos nx minus 1 by n cos n pi into sin nx. By putting x is equal to pi in the above, when we are putting x is equal to pi, one can deduce that the sum of the series itna is, means when you are putting the x is equal to pi and we are getting the sum of series, we have to find out the sum of series, this value, sum of series, this value. Now check it. Time period is, how much is time period given? Time period is given t is equal to 2 pi. It is given. fx expressed in Fourier series converge to the middle value of pi by 2. From the given trigonometrical form, Fourier series 8x is equal to pi, 8x is equal to pi will be f pi will be pi by 4 plus 2 pi into s. What is the s? Where s is expression. Which expression? 1 plus 1 by 3 1 by pi square plus like this way, which is given in question. Okay, then what will happen? From the above we know that f pi is equal to pi by 2, because in middle we will get the pi by 2, because here f pi here will be the pi, because at middle we will get the pi by 2 value. So f pi will be the pi by 2, because for the given trigonometrical form, fx expressed in Fourier series converge to the middle value pi by 2, say f pi by 2. Then what will happen? F pi is given pi by 4 plus 2 by pi into s is equal to pi by 2. So calculate it. Then 2 by pi into s is equal to pi by 4. So s is equal to pi square by 8. Then answer will be pi square by 8. As is given, this expression is for this one. Means when you are putting the n a1 a0 na, in that condition. Now comes to next question. Fourier series of an odd periodic function contain only. Now if you don't know Fourier series, then check it. We represent fx is equal to a0 plus a1 cos omega and t plus an and bn sin omega and t. It is the simple expression of any function we can represent in Fourier series expansion. According to Dirichlet condition, your function should be periodic and it should have finite value of discontinuity. Okay, then a0 is not a DC component. an is known as cos component and bn is known as sine. And how we can find out? a0 is equal to we know that 1 upon t0, or t0 is period, t0 over period fx dx. If your function is represented in x domain, then we have to integrate in x domain. If it is t domain, then we have to represent in t domain. So then period t0 and minus t0 by 2 plus t0 by 2 and fx dx. Let's see. Here is given a Fourier series of an odd periodic. According to integration rule, if your function is odd and you integrating in minus a to a, if you integrating any a to a limit and ft dt, if it is odd, then it will be the 0. If it is even, then we can write 0 to a ft dt. It is for odd, it is for even. If ft is odd, then it will be the 0. If ft is even, then it will be the integration will be the 0 to a and multiplication of 2. Okay, let's see. So it will be here, you will get the a0 be 0 because of odd harmonic. It means DC component will be not present there. Now comes to an and bn. An will be, how to calculate the an? An will be 2 upon t0 and minus t0 by 2 and t0 by 2. t0 is period and fx into cos omega and t dt. So check it. Here is the odd multiplication cos omega naught t is even. Odd into even, it will be the odd. So this one is also will be the 0. An also will be 0. Comes to bn. For bn, 2 by t0 minus t naught by 2 and t naught by 2 fx sine omega and t dt. So fx is odd, sine is also odd. Odd multiplication, odd multiply, when odd multiply with the odd, then resultant will be the even. So in this condition we can find out bn, and it will be in this odd periodic function contain only sine term. So we can say that only sine term will be present. Okay, comes to next question. The trigonometric Fourier series of an even function of time does not have even here is the mention function is trigonometrical form, but here is also mention is even function. Now check it in previous like way. A naught will be simply minus t naught by 2 t naught and t naught by 2 and fx dx 1 by t naught. Here is the even, it means a0 will be present. A0 will be, can find out the an is nothing but fx multiplication of cos omega and t. Here is also even function, here is also even function. Multiplication of two even function will be the even function. So an also we can find out, n will be the some value for bn. In bn condition, bn case fx and sine omega and t dt. Here is the even, fx is even, here is the odd. Multiplication of odd and even will be the odd and it will be the 0. It means the trigonometrical Fourier series of an even function of time does not have कौन सा नहीं होगा, which one will be not present, sine term. So option C will be the right answer. Now comes to next question. The trigonometrical Fourier series of a periodic time function can have only trigonometrical Fourier series of a periodic time function can have only. Here is not mentioned your function is odd or even. This one is the general function, okay, which we don't know our function is odd or even. In that condition we have to check it, okay. And then trigonometrical Fourier series of a periodic time function can have only cosine and sine term, okay. Here will be the, it will be the cosine and sine term. Here will be not present DC component, only cosine and sine term. You can check it, okay. Now comes to next question. Yeah, good question. A periodic signal xt of period t naught is given by xt is equal to given the DC component of xt is, here is see, check it. Okay, here is given minus t by 1 to t1 is your signal is defined. Minus t1 to t1 magnitude 1, and here is the xt. Rest of them it is 0 up to minus t naught by 2 to t naught by 2, it is 0, okay. Now calculate it. We know that the formula of a naught is equal to 1 by t naught minus t naught by 2 plus t naught by 2 and xt dt. But how much is given? 1 by t naught, and our signal is defined for minus t1 to t1, and how much is given defined? 1 dt. 1 by t naught, calculate integration t minus t, sorry, t1 to t1, then it will be the 1 by T naught and 2 T1. So answer will be 2 T1 upon T naught. Option is given. Yeah, see. Now comes to next question. The Fourier series representation of an impulse train denoted by st is equal to summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity del t minus n t naught is given by. Here see, we know that there are two types of Fourier series. One is the trigonometrical form, one is the exponential form. So here is the option is given in exponential form, so we have to find out in an exponential form. Okay, so we know that exponential form Fourier series expansion, here st, if your any signals or any function is st periodic, so then we can write the k summation of k minus infinity to infinity ck e to power j omega naught t. Then ck will be there in trigonometrical form. We have to find out a naught, a1 and an and bn. In the case of exponential form, we have to find out ck. Okay, and then ck is equal to 1 upon t naught and minus t naught by 2 and t naught by 2 del t e to power minus j omega naught t dt. After calculation we will get 1 upon t naught. Then st will be 1 upon t naught and summation k minus infinity to infinity e to power j omega naught t. Right answer will be, check it, here is the negative, not possible. Here is also negative, not possible. Here is the given exp j pi and t, not 2 pi. Okay, because we have omega naught, so this one is also wrong answer, and right answer will be option D. Now comes to next question. Question number 8. One period 0 to t, each of two periodic waveform W1 W2 are shown in figure. Okay, question telling about these two waveform. The magnitude of nth Fourier series coefficient of W1 W2 for n greater than 1 and odd are respectively proportional to. So we don't have to find out exact value, we have to find out in terms of n, in terms of proportional and how much we will get. Okay, check it. So when you calculate Fourier series expansion for impulse signals, then in that condition Cn will be get 1 by Ts. For pulse signals, or any pulse signals which is defined for minus tau by 2 to tau by 2, in that condition Cn will be a tau magnitude a tau sine and omega naught tau by 2 upon t and omega naught tau by 2. It means for pulse Cn directly proportional to 1 by n, and trigonometrical, when you differentiate it you will get a trigonometrical, and Cn is directly proportional to 1 upon n square. 1 upon n square. So right answer will be, check it, here the option A minus n to power minus 3, not possible, because for here is the pulse signals, combination of two pulse signals, so you will get the Cn is proportional to 1 by n, proportional to 1 by n. It means C n to power minus n1 and n minus 2. This one will be the right answer. Now comes to next question. The Fourier series expansion of real periodic signals with fundamental frequency f0 is given by, here is given, and it gives the C3 is equal to 3 plus J5, then C minus 3. We know that Ck is equal to C complex conjugate of minus k. We can check it. You can check it in formula, and yeah, otherwise we can say that C minus k is equal to complex conjugate of Ck. Both is right answer. Okay, so here C minus 3 will be C3 complex conjugate, then 3 plus J5 complex conjugate, then you will get 3 minus 5J. Okay, so you can say that how it is possible, sir. Then in that condition you can check it in according to formula. So we know that the Ck is equal to 1 upon T naught and 1 upon T naught summation of minus T naught upon 2 T naught by 2 and Ft e to power minus j omega naught T and dt. Okay, this one is the right answer. Then now put it, sorry, k j omega naught dt. Okay, now put it minus k, then what will happen? T naught minus T naught by 2 T naught by 2 Ft, and this one will be j k omega naught T dt. So if you are putting here complex conjugate minus and complex conjugate, it will be the same thing. So C minus k is equal to 1 upon T naught and minus T naught by 2 T naught by 2 Ft and minus j k omega naught T complex conjugate dt, and in such a way we can write the overall complex conjugate minus T naught by 2 and T naught by 2. If Ft is real, here is the mention Ft is real, so Ft e to power minus j omega naught T dt and complex conjugate. What is this? This one is the Ck, and we can say the C. Okay, I think you can understand this one. Now check it. Which of the following, next question, which is asking GATE 2002, which of the following cannot be the Fourier series expansion of a periodic signals? Okay, so we know that according to Dirichlet condition, we can find out the Fourier series expansion of a periodic signal only. Okay, if your signal is periodic, then we can find out the periodic Fourier series expansion, and after expansion your signal will be also a periodic. Check it here first, check it which one is not periodic. Okay, this one both are periodic, and then it will be the overall will be the also periodic, because T1 is equal to, for this one T1 is equal to omega naught is equal to 1, then omega naught is equal to 2 by pi t. So T1 is equal to 2 pi and T2 is equal to 2 pi by 3, and T1 upon T2 will be a rational number. Okay, so periodic. Check it here. Here will be T1 is equal to 2 and T2 is equal to 2 pi. So T1 upon T2 will be irrational number. So resultant xt will be not periodic. This one is not periodic, and this one also periodic, but option B is not periodic. It means this one is not a part of Fourier series expansion. This is not part of any Fourier series expansion. So answer will be the B. Right answer will be the B. Thank you for watching. Next class I will discuss another gate question which is asking another Fourier series question which is asking gate. And if you like this video, then like it and subscribe my channel for you will get the further video. Thank you.